Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. Ilicic! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That pass has been well intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
De Paul pings it across. Big header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rooney has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim? And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
McAllister. He is through here. Has a shot! That has been cut short. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Looking for options for movement. Oh, not quite. Lo Celso. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. So we're still where we started right now. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. He's gone for goal. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister, a probing pass.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Slovenia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
They get a throw in. Paredes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Slovenia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lo Celso. And reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to get it clear. Stood up well to him there. Tries to thread one through. De Paul in acres of space out wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's an imaginative pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution... Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. We expected better, and so did he. Chance! Goal! Slovenia! And Slovenia lead! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Šeško demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Slovenia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
He steps in and that's the end of that. This is Batistuta. Lo Celso. De Paul. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement.
And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Tagliafico. Well timed, excellent interception. Josip Ilicic. Šeško. There's no flat, and he shoots! Goal, Slovenia! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Tries to pass it through. Looking for the run. McAllister. Now it's Messi. He shifted it to the flank. That has ended up in no man's land. Tagliafico. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? That looks a cracking ball. Danger averted for now. He's a sharp little ball here, and it's been played through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off. It wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Lo Celso. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Taliafico. And here's the pull. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now it's the pull.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 16. Lo reemplazará número 9.
Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Ilicic, aimed beyond the defence. That's a throw.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 5. Entrará al campo número 8.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Argentina have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's fabulous. And back out it comes, and it's been given away. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Caught offside that time.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 11.
So there's going to be another change here.
Entran número 49. Número 20.
Looking to play him in. He's got away. Rooney claims comfortable.
Slovenia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Josip Ilicic. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! It's a loose ball. Rooney herring after the ball here. And that's left him on the... Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Garnacho, Batistuta. That's an excellent interception. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's picked his way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Maradona. Sports officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Fernandez knocks it into space, hangs in across. And the referee brings it to a close. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got a bit. Chance! Goal! Argentina! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Argentina penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Well, what about this cross?
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Lisandro Martinez getting this one clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as they're going to go. Defending of the desperate variety. There's a sharp little ball here. Argentina leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now, the less said about that pass, the better. Rodrigo. The referee has given a corner. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Rodrigo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Corner number 2 then. He rises! Oh, it rattles the bar! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Brazil have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Romero clears it away. He's found a way past. That is a brilliant interception. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And Batistuta! Oh, it's fallen loose again! No mistake! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position. I think the wide players will be very important here, Peter. A lot is going to be asked of them.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of work to get through.
Yeah, because they're going to have to cover the flanks on their own. They need to push up and establish some menace, some control, press from the front and act like auxiliary wingers, if you will, while also doing a fair bit of defending. And what's more, they're often expected to be the main supply routes in the side.
The action has already started. Real chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi, and he was quick to react. And it's Suarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bayer sends that a long way. Looking for options for movement. Danielson receives it in a good position here. Kajeri. Played out to the left flank. Looking for a runner. Floated through. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Donatoni. Nicely weighted ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in, and he shoots! Goal! River Plate! And it's River Plate who go in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
River Plate have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the keeper gets his hands on it. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Flashes a mighty sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That was nowhere near his best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Played into space. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. He's had a shot! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Opts for safety. Pinches it off him. Looking for the run. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's got away. Kajer does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Danielson. There's a sharp little ball here. Luis Gustavo. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Calafiori. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kasheri. Oh, strongly challenged there. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. River Plate are down to 10 men.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 17.
Marcos Antonio chips it through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Danielson. Strong running down that left flank. Played in by Danielson. Oh, important interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a clinch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Hit into the middle. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Suarez. And the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. Can he get on the end of this? In by Boyan. There's the header! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Now, how often do you see that?
Messi really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a really well-measured ball. Donadoni calmly anticipates. Well, that looks a decent ball. Danielson looking to get on the end of this. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a promising position. It's out for a goal kick. Danielson.
River Plate clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That is a great pick out. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Caught offside that time. Knocks it into space. Antonio.
Público presente na
Suarez.
partida de hoje.
He's in a great position here.
7.987
Vicious ball here.
espectadores.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Luis Gustavo. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. And the shot! Stood up well to him there. Can he get it through? Danielson receives it in a wide position. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Vai
benches.
ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 49. Teremos uma substituição.
And the keeper beats it away. Good ball, good take. And the shot! No way through, so back it comes. Oh, it's come loose. This time, surely! Goal! River Plate! And they're back in front.
Gol marcado para o River Plate. Aos 24 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador camisa 22.
River Plate making consecutive changes here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
River Plate go into the lead.
While it's great commitment on show here, they'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
River Plate have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. River Plate perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next Donatoni. Chance, surely! He has done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So there's going to be another change here.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he's intervened well there. Into the channel. Lewandowski in acres of space out wide. Now there's... goes for it! No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Tries to play it through. River Plate have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good alertness. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Takes a shot! That's another chance! Yes! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
River Plate blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Aims beyond the defence. Rice. Milinkovic-Savic. And this is Messi. Now, can they get him away? Always onto this. And he thumps it clear.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
We expected better, and so did he. And it's made its way to him, and he's lost his man here. Rice. It's Park Ji-sung. He's on it, can he get away? That looks a good ball through. Lewandowski. Lewandowski gets into a good position. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. River Plate may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, River Plate have always been considered the uptown club amongst those in the Argentine capital, but the supporters, believe me, are no less passionate or loud. Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines, and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position.
And already we're underway here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Big chance, corner. Rice with the short one. It's going to be another corner, I think. Rice plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donatoni. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shoots! Trossard. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Danielson really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he goes.
Trossard! Wonderful from Trossard! About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal take the lead. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
In by Bojan. The referee has given a corner. Adams! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rice, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well-timed, excellent interception. Now it's Saka. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Saka. Adams spots it and intercepts. And it's Rice. That's an imaginative pass. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
In he goes again! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Bojan Kirkic really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Incapuyi. And Gabriel. Incapuyi. And Gabriel. Zubimendi. Throw it. Rice. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gabriel, and it's Rice. Costa Curta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Trossard. Is there any support? He might not need it. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Bergkamp. Donatoni. Spread it left. Not the most accurate pass. Saliba. Rice. And it's Bergkamp. Donatoni, played through into space, crosses it in, good read, needed to be, now looking to orchestrate a counter, now it's Saka, oh that is a nice touch, no he wasn't going to be fooled, Donatoni, now can they get him away, Timber, Zubimendi, that's beautifully weighted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That's a cute ball. Rice. Saka. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Neatly clipped into space. Great ball, and the shot! They've scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Saka. Can he get on the end of this? Timber has it out wide and in space.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that is out and behind, it's a good block. So can they do it again?
Número 7.
And it's hoisted clear.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 60.179.
Played back to the goalkeeper. River Plate are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. River Plate perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nkapuyi. Now Trossard. And he's managed to get free. Nicely weighted ball.
That's going in strongly.
Now then, the ball's come loose. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rice. Lewandowski looking to run onto it. Now it's Bergkamp. Shot at goal! Goal! River Plate! Into the lead once more. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. River Plate making consecutive changes here. Bojan Kurkic taking his lead here, having got himself on the score sheet.
I think he's put in a good shift and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Trossard. Arsenal have a free kick.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Zubimendi. Now it's Lewandowski. Looking to play him in. Milinkovic-Savic picks it up out wide.
River Plate clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Lewandowski receives it in a good position here. Out to the right. Now it's Saka. Adams proves too strong. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Timber. Well, that is one way to stop him. Threads one in, and it's made its way to him. He's in space and looking for options. Gets his head on it! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
River Plate go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Saliba. Looking for options for movement. And it's been played through. No, that's been intercepted. The final 5 minutes. There won't be another chance after this one. Saka. And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Van Basten. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gabriel getting this one clear.
Se van a jugar 6 minutos de compensación.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rice looking for a runner. Lewandowski. Oh, that's... He's had a shot! Distributed tidily. Saka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Saka. Can he get it through? And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep...
And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Adams taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts. And he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So it's away we go then. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Messi. Bergkamp. Messi. He's gone for goal! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Donadoni. Denilson. Akanji getting this one clear. Guardiola. He's having a go. He's got away with one there. Boca Juniors with the corner, they're first. Akanji clears it away, and he whips it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bayer. Oh, that's superb. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose, and it's come back out to him. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Bojan Kirkic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Akanji. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And he's had it nicked away. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Bergkamp. DiMarco. Boca Juniors are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, he's Thuram! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Costa Curta. Searching pass he's played there. Bastoni gets it clear. Probing pass. Bojan Kirkic in acres of space out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Donadoni. He's looking wide. And he welcomes it in. Tries a shot! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now he's got space here. Çalhanoğlu spread it left. Now it's DiMarco. Well, that is one way to stop him. That pass has been well intercepted. Donadoni. And this is Messi. Barella. Luis Enrique. Danielson picks it up out wide.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I am
Shapes to shoot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. It's a searching pass. Akanji cuts out the pass. Zielinski. Boca Juniors looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bayer punts it upfield. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's found support out wide. Barella gets into a good position. It is a corner, good chance. Cleared away. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. DiMarco. Oh, he's played it in low. And he's there to belt it away. No, that was never going to make it. Zielinski. Danielson. Donadoni has a shot! Oh, brilliant from Donadoni! About as smooth as it gets. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Zielinski. And it's DiMarco. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Boca Juniors are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Turan. Now then, the ball's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. Barella. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Luis Enrique was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Enrique. Bergkamp. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bisek, back to the keeper it goes. And Akanji. Bastoni. And that is out of play. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Could move up a gear here. And that's gone loose. It's a promising position. Chance to deliver. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Danielson receives him in a wide position. Boca Juniors choosing to make the first change.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Could try cutting inside here. There's the shot! Boca Juniors have their second corner now. Adams! And that's past the post. Boca Juniors do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. There's a sharp little ball here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Barella. Knocks it into space. That has been slung wide. Wriggles his way through. Quality ball. Calafiori is there and he can get that clear. Looking for options for movement. Adams. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A header! He scores! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And yes, it's him again.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. It's become a case of men against boys.
Cambio di giocatori.
Tries to play it through. Big chance! And that is faded wide.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Per l'Inter. Numero 7. Viene sostituito con il numero 16.
Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Milinkovic-Savic! Off the post! Real chance! And yes, it's there! three! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, played through for the wide man. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Barella plays it through. He's in plenty of space here. Dumfries gets into a good position. Takes a shot! Çalhanoğlu plays it short. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Martinez. Looking for the run. Mkhitaryan providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to pass it through. 4 added minutes on the board. Barella. Now, can they get him away? Great vision. Park Ji-sung picks it up out wide. Messi. Look at the space. And the finish! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Messi!
He's got 4. That is remarkable. And we're done. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Messi walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
This place is rocking, menacing, intimidating, almost primal, beyond description, really. This is just another ordinary day, though, in the life of the Boca Nation. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best. His career stats certainly back that up as well. I really like that confidence he has about him. There's a swagger at play.
The action has already started. Bojan Krkić gets into a good chance, surely! Superb goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
De Boca Juniors, convertido en el minuto 2. Número 10, Messi. Messi.
Boca Juniors gain their reward with an early goal. And this is Messi. Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Messi.
Boca Juniors are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Messi finds himself offside. Great vision, well timed, excellent interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ball's out once more. Donatoni tries to play it through. Danielson gets flagged offside. Boca Juniors look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Can he get on the end of this? It's a pretty loose pass. Rincon. First quarter of an hour gone. Gets a good foot in there. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good one. Picked up, shoots! Yes! And that was his 20th goal for this team. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Boca Juniors find a position of real strength now.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the finish! And he should have made it 4.
Boca Juniors really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Defending of the desperate variety. Santos have the chance to go the other way. And this is Messi, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. There's the delivery, he rises! And he hits the net! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Messi.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Boca Juniors are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Looking to play him in. It's a promising position, an instinctive delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. Guardiola has given away a free kick. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Luan Perez. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Luan Perez deals with that comfortably.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Costa Curta. And it's Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Boca Juniors looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Neymar. It's a searching pass. Chips it through. And that's a good real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Bergkamp. The pressing's intense. Takes a shot! No mistake! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Número 9.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's found a way through. Plays it in low.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a... Can he finish? It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4.
Messi.
That is remarkable.
Messi. Messi.
Neymar. Probing pass. Can he latch on to this? And that'll be the final action of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for
Aquí
them.
están los futbolistas.
Boca Juniors really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Boca Juniors, utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Big header! And that is high. That has been slung wide. To Nielsen. And it's played in. Terrific header! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Número 3.
And that has put paid to that. To Nielsen. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! It's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Convertido en el minuto 53.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Convertido en el minuto 57. Número 9.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Santos are looking to break at pace. Boca Juniors needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now this could be a chance to shoot! In he goes again! And yes, it's there! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And now he has two. Good pressure, determined, intense. Great ball, and he's in here. Shifted it to the flank. Here comes the cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Donadoni, played out wide, gets into some space, crosses it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Donadoni, he's going for goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish right from the top draw! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's certainly onside here. Big chance! And that has flown over.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Great defending, strong and determined. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's played in low. Calafiori gets rid without sophistication. He has found the way through. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Bayer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Danielson. This looks promising, and he's in on goal. Adams! They've done it! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. Costa Curta. And the shot! No, it's wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Neymar. Rice with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Luan Perez. And it's Neymar. No, he's not getting his way this time. Rice. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi! Keeper always had the measure of that. Looking for the run. Danielson could try cutting inside here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Se van a jugar 6 minutos de compensación.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get it through? Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. Victor Nilsson. Shot could be on. Adams!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He gets big! And that is faded wide. That pass isn't the best. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Boca Juniors, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Messi, very much the hero in this game. Boca Juniors may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is, but he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a significant influence.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
The action has already started. Takes aim and crosses. Now he's got space here. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Çalhanoğlu, Zielinski, Bergkamp demonstrating his defensive quality there. Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. Look at the space here. Can he finish? Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Barella.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Boca Juniors leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Danielson delivers the ball. Throw in. Barella. Inter Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now here's the delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, can he get onto this? Just eases him off the ball. Spread it left. Danielson. Bojan. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Barella. Donatoni. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Boca Juniors with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's got full. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Boca Juniors have their second corner now. Adams! Same again, same outcome.
Boca Juniors really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And it's been shipped out wide. And that was... Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Zielinski. Bisek. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Adams.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Çalhanoğlu. Zielinski. Looking for options for movement. It's out for a goal kick. Çalhanoğlu.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Akanji. And it's Zielinski. Can he get it through? DiMarco. Fired deep towards the back post. Donadoni, who does have an assist to his name. He's on it, can he get away? And he's picked it up out wide. Messi. Danielson. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries to play it through. And the shot! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Luis Enrique. And it's Rice. Bergkamp. Out to the left it goes. Danielson delivers. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Boca Juniors certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Boca Juniors sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here we go again then. And this is Bergkamp. Bojan Krkić looking to get on the end of this. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now, can they get him away? Barella. Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Taken back almost at once. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Thuram. A searching ball out wide. Good ball over the top. Bojan, and he's managed to get free. A lot of space and a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A case now of complete control. Bojan. Çalhanoğlu.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Enrique. Played into the box. Climbs up big. It's hit the crossbar. No mistake. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Attenzione, la sostituzione.
So is this the start of a comeback? Couldn't squeeze it through. Adams. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well read, and the danger is averted. Great vision. There's the shot! He has done it! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Boca Juniors grab a 3-goal lead. It's just... And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Threads one in. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Boca Juniors are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's had a shot! Bisek. Boca Juniors do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Incoming delivery.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No way through. Turan. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Messi, Park Ji-sung, Zielinski. Boca Juniors are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that pass just didn't quite work. Danger averted for now.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20. Viene sostituito con il numero 8.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zielinski cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And there's a searching pass. Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance for a shot! It's in! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Gol per il Boca Juniors. Ha segnato all'81esimo minuto. Numero 3.
Boca Juniors are having a ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Calafiori. Nicely weighted ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mkhitaryan in acres of space out wide. Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Now the ball in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Dumfries. Ball is over the line. Milinkovic-Savic. Neymar. And this is Park. Can he finish? And one more try! It's in! And that takes him up to 30.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Gol per il Boca Juniors. Ha segnato al 90° minuto, numero 6.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Zielinski. Now it's Martinez. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Neymar aims beyond the defence. Bastoni. Barella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Costa Curta. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very... Shoots! Goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Sucic. So that's it. It is all over. Boca Juniors, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.